Have you ever stood in front of the mirror, looking at those expensive jars of skincare on your vanity, yet still felt a quiet sense of helplessness creeping in? You've spent a lot of money, put in so much effort to take care of your skin, and yet after turning 40, it feels as if your skin has developed a voice of its own that is incredibly hard to please. It's no longer just about a few wrinkles appearing with time. It's a deep, internal dryness that you can actually feel. On some days, just a little time under the sun makes your skin feel hot and irritated. When you touch it, it feels thinner, more fragile, easily flushed, and strangely sensitive. That sensation leaves many women feeling both worried and exhausted, because they simply don't understand what their skin is truly lacking. Many women have shared with me, the more skincare products I use, the weaker my skin seems to become. And in reality, the problem isn't whether you're using too little or too much. The real issue is that we keep piling layers on the outside, while the skin on the inside has already started to wear itself out. That's why in today's video, KHOE MOI NGAY would like to share with you a very simple at-home method. It's inexpensive, doesn't take much time, but if done correctly and consistently, it can help soothe your skin, replenish it, and strengthen it from the root. As you watch the video, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to read and respond so you can understand clearly and apply it the right way. And if you feel this video brings even a little value to you, please support me with a like and a subscription. That encouragement means so much and gives me the motivation to continue sharing more KHOE MOI NGAY content that is practical, easy to follow, and truly helpful for your everyday life. Dear friends, after the age of 40, our skin begins to change in a very quiet and subtle way. It doesn't weaken for no reason, it's because the internal structure of the skin is no longer the same as before. The skin's protective barrier gradually becomes compromised, much like a net that once held water but is now full of tiny holes. As a result, no matter how many nourishing products you apply or how expensive your creams are, moisture and nutrients simply cannot stay on the skin for long and quietly escape. When the skin can no longer retain water, it falls into a prolonged state of thirst. Day after day, this condition causes the skin to become increasingly depleted. The underlying structure starts to sink, elasticity declines, and the skin becomes noticeably thinner. That is why many people feel their skin growing weaker over time, even though they take very careful care of it. And it doesn't stop there. Hormonal changes inside the body after 40 also make the skin far more sensitive. It becomes easier to flush, more prone to heat and burning sensations, and sometimes develops a subtle tingling discomfort, especially when the body is tired or after sun exposure. This doesn't mean you've been caring for your skin completely wrong. Rather, it's your skin quietly sending out a distress signal. It doesn't need harsher treatments or overly complicated routines. What it truly needs is to be soothed, rehydrated, and healed from the root. Once you really understand this, you begin to realize that the solution doesn't always lie in luxury or expensive products. Sometimes, it exists in the most basic, natural, and familiar things right in your own kitchen. When the skin has become as fragile and weakened as a torn net, what it needs most is not strong exfoliating acids or costly active ingredients that force it to endure more stress. What skin after 40 craves the most is biological water for healing. Biological water is not the same as the plain drinking water we consume every day. It carries the life essence of plants and has a structure highly compatible with human skin cells, allowing the skin to absorb it more easily and retain it longer. And right in every household kitchen, there is a quiet hero that does this exceptionally well: aloe vera. Inside each clear, translucent leaf of aloe vera is a group of valuable compounds known in science as polysaccharides. You can think of polysaccharides as natural moisture magnets. When aloe vera is applied to the skin, these molecules seep into every tiny gap in the damaged protective barrier. locking water inside and preventing moisture from escaping too quickly. As a result, the skin can maintain a calmer, cooler, and more stable level of hydration. Beyond hydration, aloe vera also helps fill in the missing spaces within the skin's structure, areas where collagen and elastin fibers have gradually broken down with aging. As these gaps are gently replenished over time, the skin becomes less sunken and less depleted. Tightness and dryness begin to ease, and the skin gradually feels fuller, stronger, and more resilient from within. Using aloe vera is not about achieving overnight, artificial-looking plumpness. It is about giving your skin the opportunity to regenerate slowly, safely, and sustainably, because the most important foundation is this: when the skin has enough water, it can heal itself, and once the skin is truly healthy, natural beauty will emerge on its own, without the need to hide it under layers of cosmetics. Next, I'd like to share with you a way to restore a cooler, calmer, and healthier complexion using a very simple method that delivers clearly noticeable results. I call it the Revival Ice Cube, easy to make at home, inexpensive, and especially suitable for skin after the age of 40. Now, let's step into the kitchen together to prepare this Revival Ice Cube. First, there's one very important thing I need to explain. Many people have tried aloe vera before and experienced itching or rashes, which made them afraid to use it again. In reality, aloe vera itself isn't the problem. The issue is that the irritating sap wasn't properly removed. That's why it's essential to remember this key rule: the vertical soaking method. After harvesting aloe vera from the garden or buying it at the market, rinse off any dirt on the outside. Then cut the leaves into short sections, about 2 finger lengths each. Do not peel the skin yet. Stand these pieces upright in a bowl of clean water and soak them for about 15 minutes. During this time, you'll notice a yellowish sap slowly flowing out. This substance is called aloe, the main cause of itching and skin irritation. You need to patiently wait until this sap has fully drained for the aloe vera to be truly safe to use. Once the vertical soaking is done, peel off the green outer skin and keep only the clear, translucent flesh inside. Place this flesh into a bowl of lightly salted water and squeeze in a little lemon juice, soaking it for about 5 minutes. The salt and lemon help remove any remaining residue, leaving the aloe vera clean, clear, and pure. Next, put the aloe vera flesh into a blender and blend until smooth. To enhance nourishment for thin, fragile skin after 40, I usually add the contents of 2 vitamin E capsules and mix well. Vitamin E helps fight oxidation, supports skin repair, and makes the skin noticeably softer and smoother. Finally, pour the mixture into an ice cube tray and place it in the freezer. Now comes the usage part, which is extremely important. Every morning, after cleansing your face, take out 1 ice cube. Never apply the ice directly to your skin, because mature skin is thinner and can be sensitive to cold burns. Instead, wrap the ice cube in a thin cloth or a piece of medical gauze. Then gently glide it over your face using upward motions. The cooling sensation will slowly spread, soothing overheated areas and gently awakening tired skin cells. Each session only needs about 30 to 60 seconds. But the sense of relaxation and comfort is very noticeable. After rolling or lightly pressing the aloe vera ice on your skin for about 10 to 15 minutes. Avoid adding too many complicated steps. At this point, your skin has been cooled and replenished with biological moisture, and the cells are in a relaxed state, ready to absorb nourishment. Simply rinse your face with clean water, pat it dry gently, and apply a thin layer of moisturizer or a light facial oil to seal in hydration. It doesn't need to be expensive. What matters is locking in the moisture your skin has just received. If you use this during the daytime, remember to apply sunscreen before going outside to protect skin that's in the process of recovery. During the first few days, especially within the first week, many people notice their skin feels cooler and calmer. The burning sensation and tight dryness decrease significantly. The skin no longer feels constantly thirsty, especially around midday or after sun exposure. By the second week, the skin begins to stabilize. Areas that used to flush easily or feel irritated become less sensitive. When washing your face or touching your skin, you'll notice it feels softer and no longer as thin or fragile. This is a sign that the skin's moisture barrier is gradually being repaired. If you continue using this method correctly for about a month, the most obvious change won't be a dramatic whitening effect, but a stronger, healthier skin foundation. The skin retains moisture better and becomes less dependent on heavy layers of cream. The hollow, depleted feeling fades, replaced by a fuller, more stable texture. The skin looks naturally healthy, not artificially plump. The most important thing to remember is that you don't need to use this every single day. For skin after 40, a frequency of 3 to 5 times per week is just right. The skin needs time to heal itself. It doesn't need to be pushed too hard. Skincare at this stage isn't about chasing quick results. It's about learning to listen to and cherish your skin. Each aloe vera ice cube isn't just a skincare step. It's a moment you allow your skin to rest, cool down, and slowly regenerate, in harmony with the body's natural biological rhythm. Our skin is truly a mirror reflecting what's happening inside the body. If we only care for the skin on the outside while forgetting to nourish it from within, it's like watering the leaves but neglecting the roots of a plant. The leaves may look greener for a while, but if the roots are weak, the plant won't stay healthy for long. Skin after the age of 40 is the same way. To look genuinely bright and healthy, it first needs to be cooled and balanced from the inside. Now, let's go into the details of a natural aloe vera drink. To make this recipe, the first ingredient you'll need is about 100 to 150 grams of fresh aloe vera. Roughly 1 medium-sized leaf. There's no need to use more than that. Inside the clear flesh of aloe vera are polysaccharides, along with various minerals and natural biological water. Polysaccharides are molecules with a strong ability to retain water and soothe mucous membranes. When they enter the body, they help support the liver's detoxification process, calm the digestive system, and reduce internal heat, one of the deeper causes of dull skin, dryness, and premature aging. The next ingredient is 10 to 15 grams of rock sugar, which is about 1 to 2 small pieces. Unlike regular refined sugar, rock sugar has a mild sweetness and a cooling nature. It's often used in traditional remedies to balance ingredients with strong cooling properties. In this recipe, rock sugar not only makes the aloe vera drink easier to consume, but also helps balance aloe vera's cooling effect, allowing the body to absorb it more gently, especially for middle-aged and older adults. In addition, rock sugar helps reduce stomach discomfort that can occur when drinking cooling beverages, making this formula gentler and safer for long-term use. When these two ingredients are combined correctly, they don't just work individually, they create a harmonious synergy for the body. Aloe vera provides cooling, biological hydration, and internal heat relief, while rock sugar helps regulate, soothe, and guide the aloe vera so the body can absorb it smoothly. Over time, common issues after 40, such as internal heat, hot flashes, dry mouth, and skin that feels overheated, can gradually improve. As the liver is gently supported, digestion becomes smoother, and detoxification happens more regularly. The skin on the outside begins to change as well. It retains moisture better, looks less dull, and appears more vibrant day by day. This is the essence of nourishing the skin from within, slow, steady, and safe. After the aloe vera has been thoroughly cleaned of all yellow sap, cut it into small, bite-sized cubes. Next, blanch the aloe vera quickly in boiling water for about 30 seconds. Then immediately transfer it into a bowl of ice water. This step makes the aloe vera crisper, removes excess slipperiness, and makes it easier to digest, so it feels lighter and more comfortable when consumed. Then, boil about 500 to 700 milliliters of water and add the rock sugar. Once the water comes to a boil, turn off the heat first. Then add the aloe vera and stir gently. It's important not to boil the aloe vera again over direct heat, as high temperatures can destroy its valuable compounds and reduce its cooling benefits. The finished aloe vera drink should be consumed about 30 to 60 minutes after a meal. The best times are late morning or mid-afternoon, when digestion is already stable. Drinking it 2 to 3 times per week is sufficient. It's not recommended to consume it every day continuously, as that may make the body feel too cold. However, this method is not suitable for everyone. You should avoid using it, or use it with caution, if you frequently experience a cold stomach, diarrhea, low blood pressure, physical weakness, if you are pregnant, or if you have a history of allergy to aloe vera. If you still wish to try it, start with a very small amount first. Observe your body's reaction, and only then consider using it regularly. When prepared and used correctly, aloe vera cooked with rock sugar not only helps cool the body and ease the burden on the liver, but also supports brighter, healthier skin from within. This is not a quick fix beauty trick, but a gentle wellness approach that helps maintain long-term health and skin vitality without relying too heavily on expensive cosmetics. So now, I've shared with you the complete approach to caring for skin after the age of 40 using the drink inside, apply outside method with aloe vera. At this stage of life, I truly believe that consistency is more valuable than any high-priced skincare product. This method is not a miracle that makes your skin dramatically whiter or 10 years younger overnight. But if you practice it correctly and consistently, within about 7 to 10 days you'll begin to notice real changes. The skin feels as if it's being gently repaired, little by little, becoming fuller, more hydrated, and most importantly, the uncomfortable sensations of heat and tight dryness will ease significantly. To ensure safe and effective use, I'd also like to remind you of a few important points. Because aloe vera has a cooling nature, anyone with a cold stomach or women during their menstrual period should temporarily stop drinking aloe vera at that time. When applying aloe vera externally, be extra mindful about sun protection, as the skin is in a regeneration phase and is still delicate, requiring careful shielding. If you find today's sharing truly helpful, I hope you'll save this video so you can follow it step by step at home. While practicing, if there's any step that's unclear or anything you're unsure about, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll do my best to respond thoughtfully and thoroughly. Happiness for us as women can sometimes be very simple, just feeling lighter in the body, calmer in the skin, and learning to love ourselves each day through small, everyday practices right in the kitchen. I wish you always have cool, healthy skin and a truly light, peaceful spirit. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in our upcoming shares on health and skincare. Yellow heart.